My little cupcakes, I have a funny story for you today. Hope you like it. The chickens build a wall. On this farm, the chickens have built a wall, though no one knows exactly why. See the mouse and the duck looking up? Why have they built a wall? It all started early one fall morning when a hedgehog showed up in the middle of the barnyard. He might have been lost, or maybe he was looking for something to eat. Either way, no one on the farm had ever seen a hedgehog, and everyone was fascinated by the strange new creature. See this hedgehog right here? They were all fascinated by him. What is that? When the hedgehog saw that so many animals had gathered to look at him, he immediately curled up into a tight ball, to the astonishment of everyone in the barnyard. The chickens clucked and the ducks quacked, and all the birds eyed the hedgehog suspiciously, but no one dared to go next to him. Zeta, the smallest goose, asked if maybe the new creature had just been startled by having so many animals crowd around him, but no one heard her amid all the chattering and arguing. The hedgehog curled up in a ball, and everyone had a different idea of why he was doing that. Edgar, the rat, didn't see what all the fuss was about. What's so interesting about the chestnut with paws? An old pigeon who had traveled far and wide, however, said that he had heard about these beasts and warned that it was best to be cautious around them. So the rat didn't think there was any big problem, but the pigeon said the hedgehog could be a problem, a beast. All this time the hedgehog hadn't moved, and soon the birds grew tired of watching him. They all went back to their business, though each bird still kept a wary eye on the new creature. The hedgehog stayed right where he was until night fell. So the hedgehog stayed in this ball. The chickens went about their business, but he stayed right where he was. He was afraid. By the time the sun rose the next morning, the hedgehog had disappeared. In the hen house, rumors were flying fast and furious. Who does that creature think he is? Gone like a thief. Strange. I bet he didn't leave empty-handed. We should count our chicks and our eggs. So in the hen house, they were all saying, we should count our eggs, our chicks. This hedgehog has taken something. Let's find out. All of the birds checked on their chicks and their eggs, but none was missing. This didn't calm their fears, however. One chicken who wanted attention declared that since the hedgehog had appeared, there were fewer worms to be found. It's true, chimed in another. The worms have gotten scarcer. I wouldn't be surprised if he ate them all. The chickens stirred up again, even louder this time. So they're saying that the hedgehog ate all of their worms that they like to eat. They were upset. They were looking all around the barnyard. The rooster happened to be passing by just then. He decided this was a perfect occasion to take control of a barnyard full of hens who hadn't been paying much attention to him. Hens, that's enough. We cannot let ourselves be tricked without doing something about it. We have to protect ourselves against prickly invaders. So the rooster hadn't been getting much attention, so that they had to protect themselves against prickly invaders, the hedgehog. The hens gathered with excitement, carried away by the rooster's fine words. Only one little chick protested. If we use our beaks to defend ourselves against these spikes, we'll all end up skewered. A shiver of fear ruffled through the hen's feathers. Let's build a wall around the hen house, the rooster suggested. A wall so high that no wild animals will be able to get over it. So high that even birds won't be able to fly over it. And as one flock, the enthusiastic hens set to work. So the rooster suggested, instead of biting this hedgehog, let's build a wall to protect ourselves. To To the rest of the farm, all this fuss seemed ridiculous. A mole predicted that pigs would learn to fly before the wall was finished. You can't become a mason just like that, she added with a sniff. A mason is someone that builds walls. Only Edgar saw an advantage. With any luck, we won't have to hear that darn rooster crowing at dawn, he muttered, shrugging his shoulders. So all the other farm animals had different opinions about this wall being built. Some said it wouldn't happen, and some said it's a good idea. The hens ignored the mocking and kept at their work. Into the winter, the rooster watched over the construction and made sure that no one slacked off. The wall grew steadily higher and higher. Soon the roof of the henhouse couldn't be seen, but the wall continued to grow. So the hens kept building, and the rooster watched over it, make sure no one was being lazy. And it's getting higher and higher. The hens didn't even stop working when the snow began to fly, and soon the wall was taller than the barn. But that wasn't enough to satisfy the rooster. The higher the wall, the safer we'll be. Keep up the good work. Let's show the farm that we won't chicken out. So the rooster wasn't satisfied. It was getting taller and taller than the barn house. We said, keep building. We're going to be safe. Finally, the wall was so high that from the ground, no one could see where it ended. The chickens were exhausted, and the hens had even forgotten to lay their eggs. Everyone just wanted life in the barnyard to return to normal. They threw a huge party to celebrate the new wall. And the rooster put the last brick in place amid joyful clucking. So they put the last brick in place with joyful clucking. They were so happy that it was done. It was at that exact moment the hedgehog emerged from the straw where he had spent the winter sleeping. Since the hens had forgotten to make a door in the wall, he stayed in the barnyard waiting for the rooster to dig an opening. And since the wall was so very solid, that took all summer. Meanwhile, the hens got used to the hedgehog, and the hedgehog wasn't afraid of the hens anymore. So they built a wall, but the hedgehog hid in the straw, and there was no wall to get out. But the hens weren't afraid of him anymore, and so he stayed. The hedgehog lived with the hens. They built it because of him, and now he had to stay with them. No way out. The end. Hope you liked it.